Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here at TA Gaming, done by me, Stevie. How you doing? Right, so today I'm going to start working through a list of races by a guy called Nukas, should I say, which I found out that's just his PSN name. His actual Rockstar profile is Timmy, if anyone wants to find him, which is timiiiii98. He's the creator of these races. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you and brutal and upfront. I feel like the shit. I don't like them. Review time. Their build quality is horrendous. On the first few anyway. Absolutely. I mean, there's a point in this first race that I'm going to do where I don't even know how you're actually meant to get to the next checkpoint. I can't work it out, so I just drop down to the floor and drive to it. It's that bad. I've never completed it the right way. I have no clue where to go. I just find myself getting onto a ramp and jumping to the finish line. It's called XA Fun, or exclamation point hashtag XA Fun. This is number 1 in the series. I'm probably going to mess it up loads. 1, because it's really slippy. 2, because it's built really poorly. There's car twerking, car sliding. You'll see anyway. I personally don't like it, but it's an early days race. There's plenty of other races the guys created that are earlier than this, and I've literally just found his profile for the first time ever, and I've just gone through all of these races that I have never tried, and just looked at them and gone, so these are actually really good in comparison to what he used to make, and I've not played what he used to make, so you know. But in a second we'll dive straight onto the racetrack, and we'll give you a bit of a running commentary of what's going on and what I feel as I'm driving it. I don't want to be, you know, a disappointing Harry, but they're not good races. They're really not good, but they're early. So it would be nice to see what he would do next. And there's only 9. It's like on his profile it stopped at 9. It never went any further than number 9. So there is only 9 races. Unless he's creating on a different profile that I don't personally know about now. He might be an exceptional creator these days. But from what I can see, no. But without further ado, let's dive into the race, and you guys can make your own opinion and decision, and we'll see you in 2 as soon as I load it in, that is, because I'm just sitting here talking to you and waiting for it to load, and I've not pressed the button because I'm hungover today, and you'll find that a lot. Not too much, I'm not alcoholic, but alcoholics have got a problem. There's no problem when you still got beer. Right, without further ado, into the race. I'll see you in 2. So here we are down at trackside, ladies and gentlemen, ready to get this one underway. I'm not looking forward to this. I know it's build quality, I know what it's like, but anything I've ever played and I actually managed to complete, I will try and share with you. If I don't complete it, it's pointless trying to share it with you, because I need to be able to complete something to review it, don't I? If I get stuck at checkpoint 4, you know, how am I meant to tell you about it? Right, so we're doing a couple of loop-de-loops. They're quite well placed, they do jump to each other, and then it's a big old jump into a tube, and then checkpoint. And this is where the fun begins. So the first section was easy, a couple of loop-de-loops, they work really well, and they put you into this wall. Oh man, I mean, look at that corner. Look at how well he's built that corner. Jesus. So obviously these they're old, so we're not flipping on flip walls. They're we've still got to deal with the hard shoulder, and then he's had to put a ramp in here, which still isn't smooth. And we're going to jump round to this one. Now you can cheat that section and go straight up that spiral, because that's where we're going. See, we're on the spiral. You see, we could have just drove straight up the spiral from where we were. It's a little bit bumpy, but it's doable. Right, we've got that checkpoint. Now we go this way. And this is where the build quality really comes in. Got to go down through some pins, through a little bridge, through a little train, leap of faith, onto the wall. Then we're going through here, and then we've got to duck down under there. You see that big bloody block, and then into here. This is just a turnaround, but it's got spirals in, spinners. Ignore them. Drive all the way to the top without hitting them. And there's a checkpoint in here. And if you just remember which way you drove up and drive down the opposite way, think I'm right. Yeah, I'm driving down the opposite way, then I won't need to use them spinners and I won't need to turn around. I'll level myself off before going out. Right, and this is where the fun begins, because you come across here and it just falls off. It's just one of them. Couldn't turn up or nothing. But at least we started at the checkpoint. The amount of times that I didn't realise there was a checkpoint in here at the beginning, I just come in, saw the spinner, turned around and went back out, and then was like, where the hell am I going? I had no clue. Right, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. You can see not very smooth at all. You've got to go under there and then onto this skinny, onto that skinny, onto this, and then somehow avoid that block, keeping your power on. Half throttle seems to work the best. To come all the way along here, and then the first time I come into here I thought, well, what's this? So you've got to slow right down and then use this little cup at the end. Some people will barrel roll it and like go around the barrel and land in here and then drive along, but you might as well just drive into it and turn along. And you've got to try and keep your car on there to get it up the wall, to go back down to where you went, and at the bottom of the spiral you've got to go along a bit, and then you've got to jump into a tube above, and there's nothing to tell you to do it, and it's there, just into that tube, and it's mental. I'm so happy I've done it first time. Now this bit's awkward. We're gonna why the car starts rotating either. I push forward and that's all I push and it just rotates on itself. That's a pole. We've done that bad. Yeah. It's not a great checkpoint. I can see the fun side of it. I can see what he was thinking. You know, get him to. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, you wouldn't believe that without the booster, that was closer. Without the booster. But no, I could see exactly what he was thinking. I could see where he think, you know, when you're building something and you think, oh yeah, that'd be. If I could get, see now I can't even make that. If I could get this to work where they jump into there and then they get a booster and they've got to avoid the poles and they whee and they land, that would be mint. And it's like, yeah, it would be. Don't start, you see, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I can waste 20 minutes on this checkpoint. Like, literally, every time. It's shit. It's just... We've done it. We've done it. Right, so this next bit... You're meant to land, right, and then come flying down here, right, and then land on that checkpoint there. But you imagine trying to land on this and then coming down here through a train to land on this. Right, done. Moving on. Little gap jump. Another little hanger onto a wall. Try and line it up. Oh. No. So we'll do that again. But at least we're over that really hard bit. That shouldn't be hard, and that's the biggest bit with it. It shouldn't be a hard job, but because of its build quality, it doesn't always work. Right, so we'll land on the wall. I'm going to stay high on this one because the wall's slippy. And we're just going to come down through this little obstacle and then up the spiral. And, you know, bounce all the way along there. It's working like a good one. And then we've got a little bit of a... I don't know how I stayed up there, but we did. Now this is the bit, right? Well, this is the checkpoint that I have got no clue where I'm going. I can see the other checkpoint over there. Alright, so I can see it. And no matter how much I try and work this out, I haven't got a clue. So, if I go back along here, back along that wall, flip the wall, I end up over there. Alright, I go down the spiral and then I'm down, and then there's absolutely nowhere Oh shit. I fell down. At least we got the checkpoint. I do that every time as well. I just imagine it to be a jump, but it's not actually a jump, is it? It's just a wee. There you go. Oh, and I still fell off. I still fell off. That's me. That's human error. Can't blame the creator for that. But I don't know what you guys are thinking so far in this video. We're already 16 minutes into the hard graft, and we're going to go through a booster here, which is weird because I've then got to go through a train as well. So you just got to make sure you line yourself up, and then it's a big jump. Get that checkpoint, give it a little bit of a burnout, and then you've got to do the same thing again here. You've got wee, and I'm just randomly going to the rooftop. And then we've got to go this way to the finish line. If I'm going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I need... Oh, that's right. There's a secondary checkpoint behind me because he knows you can't make it, so he makes you go for the other checkpoint. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, what a race. What an absolute race. So then we do about 15 different checkpoints on here. So there's one. There's two. 3, 4, 5, and then that's it up to the finish line. So we've got to come along this slippery wall here, and there's a train. Go through the train to the finish line. That brings us to the end of that review. What a horrible race. Not a fan at all. Not a fan at all. But thank you very much for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you think, and I'll put the link for the Rockstar in there. Cheers, peeps.